light of His glory and grace. Turn your eyes upon Jesus. Look full in His wonderful face. Did you get the question?
I was gonna blind it.
Huh? Blind it? From the middle. Took a question from the middle of the deck. Blasphemy. That was your punishment. Karma is your boyfriend.
Ready? Ooh, feelings again.
Feelings.
Feelings,
Hello.
feelings, feelings.
Hello and welcome to Q&A a day, where every night we answer a question.
Every night. Okay, today's
Feelings.
questions
God,
cover
I
our
hate
faces,
feelings.
I know.
Can't stand feelings. I don't hate feelings.
Feelings are...
Feelings hate me.
Yes, they can at times. Alyssa, do you want to ask this one question?
Okay. JT, what does unconditional love mean?
Is that even picking up?
What does JT,
Yes.
what does unconditional love mean?
Unconditional love. An unconditional love by the textbook means loving someone no matter what. I would say an unconditional love is best in our marriage, in a marriage, is... Okay. Oof. There's so many words I can say, but choosing the best words to use. I would say that an unconditional love means to me... What's the question?
What does unconditional love mean?
Okay. Unconditional love means loving someone no matter what.
That's what you said. I think you nailed it.
Okay. Close it. We're done. What does unconditional love mean, Alyssa?
Well, your first thought was marriage. My first thought was God.
No, God through a marriage.
Like, my first thought, what does unconditional love mean? It means, like, literally, like, no matter what. And, like, no matter how far you go, no matter how hard it gets, or how far you turn away, and how deep you go into the opposite direction, whatever. Like, God has true unconditional love for us. Because I think every human's love is going to be conditional.
Yes, and I think his representation of that is always, sending his son, of course, and dying on the cross, and that whole bridging the gap so that we can have a relationship with him. But I think a beautiful way that he does that, and when I thought of marriage, was that marriage is a covenant.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that when God made a covenant with his people, it's this idea that when it's this idea opposite of a contract. What is a contract? A contract is something that if you do not fulfill your end, then I do not have to fulfill my end. It's void, null and void. But the idea of Jesus, of God making a covenant with his people, and saying that no matter if you fulfill your end or not, I will always fulfill my end. And it's it's not based on what you do or don't do. It's all based on me and my love for you and what I have done. And so that is we can talk about the basic definition of what unconditional love is, or describe it. What is it in action? And I think God shows that in action all the time.
I would be curious, like, because I agree with that, like the way that God shows his love for us. While we were still sinners, Christ died for us. That's unconditional love. But what does unconditional love look like in a marriage every day? And I think we just fought right before this video, so.
Yes. No, I think unconditional love is, you know, love. What is love in
I think
base?
it's never putting yourself first ever.
Yeah,
Which like it like
my love is not
is
conditional on
that
how much.
possible?
No, that's the thing. Is like my love for you is not conditional. Whether Alyssa, like,
No, well,
oh,
here's what I was gonna say. Like, I think that I love you no matter what, but do I always show my love for you no matter what? Like,
no, not all the
and
time.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there are times where your actions affect how much love I show you because I get frustrated or angry or I lose my temper. Like, and those are things on me, right? Those are my emotions. I have control over that, but that I allow your actions and who you are to dictate how much love I give you. Even though I love you forever and
Yeah,
always, do I always show unconditional love to you? No. My love can be very conditional depending on how I feel about you in the moment.
it's funny how it's almost different with our children, because
Almost.
our children, they don't know better. It seems like because they're children, they're little. There's nothing they can do right now that like. Yes, they frustrate us, but we'll love them through that no matter what. That's why we smile when they do something frustrating, rather than me not picking up after myself and you're like, oh my gosh. So it's one of those things where it's just funny. It's an observation, and it's
But we're training children.
yes,
I don't have to train you. I shouldn't.
you shouldn't have to train me, yeah. But I think that's part of the sanctification process of growing each other to be more like Christ, to be more of, that's the best thing about each other is that you have strengths and I have strengths and that we fill in those strengths.
We're both like on the path to sanctifications. We're both always changing.
Yeah.
And always improving, hopefully.
Always improving. That's what I believe a healthy marriage should be, is always improving. And in that improvement, that's where that unconditional love is that you're never going to stop trying to push me forward to be the man that I'm becoming. And
I think that's a good way to put it too. Like our definition of unconditional love in our marriage, what that means to us is like, I will never stop pushing you towards Christ. And even if I personally have been offended by you or currently am upset with you or whatever it is, like I will always push you towards Christ. Right?
So I married her.
It's true.
Awesome.
I don't let you off the hook for nothing.
Nothing, never.
I don't let anything go. Be more like Jesus. And then you do the same thing for me.
Exactly. Just kidding. No, it's not funny. We can't do that.
What did you say?
I don't know if that's PC.
What, choking each other? Are we gonna get demonetized?
Well, it's the question of the day. Almost every day. And I love doing these with you. It's unconditional love that Alyssa chooses to do these every day. Most days.
I like it though. It's 5 minutes usually.
Usually. I just love seeing you on camera.
You're the only one. Nobody watches these. No one.